Reagan kicked off the two-day tour with an early morning rally at WAOW West High School. He was greeted enthusiastically by a large crowd comprised primarily of students. He told them we live in troubled times, a period of rampant inflation and energy and international crises in part brought on by the Carter administration.
The simple truth is, inflation is not mysterious. It isn't a plague that comes on us from out of the sky. Inflation is caused by government, and government can make it go away anytime that government will discipline itself.
Reagan says we need a 10% reduction in income taxes in each of the next 3 years. He says that will stimulate the economy and end up actually bringing in more revenue to the federal coffers. On energy, he says decontrol will allow private industry to develop the vast reserves this nation contains.
Now, as to nuclear power, there's been a great deal of misinformation peddled and appealing to a kind of superstitious fear because our first introduction of nuclear power was by way of the bomb. Actually, nuclear power offers us the greatest opportunity for the next 20 or 30 years to meet our energy demands, and we should go forward with it.
After the West rally, it was back on the bus for a trip to Wapaka to address a large group at their courthouse square. En route, the former California governor told us what his first priority would be if elected.
I have said repeatedly in the first 24 hours I would issue an executive order freezing the hiring of federal employees. In other words, not replacing those who left government service or retired until we found out what size government we could actually get along with.
Although Reagan had trouble defining parity a few days ago, he says he knows what it is. If elected, he'd have farm experts advise him on agricultural policy. Reagan's also pleased with yesterday's win in New York, but says he cannot get a good reading on Wisconsin's primary next Tuesday because of its crossover vote. Tom Robinson, TV9 News.